Okay, so welcome to Thailand Tips, and today we're going to talk about an article that I saw on Facebook. It's all about being stopped by the police, and I just wanted to remind you that I've done a video about that, so you can find that up the top there somewhere, if I remember to link in. Of course, the idea of this video is just to clarify that it does have some good points, but I really find it very misleading. Actually, some of the advice would never happen. It will never happen in Thailand, and I've been going for a little while now, and I've sort of got the idea that I do know a little bit about what goes on, and I'm not stupid. I do realise that there is a little bit of you know, unethical things that go on without being too you know, informative and graphic. You get the idea that from my previous series where I was stopped by the police and requested to contribute to the police benevolent fund, and this can vary from 200 baht to 500 baht. Of course, you know, you get the privilege of not having to pay again in the same day, so that's quite good. However, you know, the article, which I'm going to just refer to over here. So first of all, the article suggests that you ask to see the officer's identification to ensure that he is an actual officer. If you believe that he is not an actual police officer, then shout for attention of people around you. So, I mean, if the officer is a fraud, then they may be able to help you. However, there's several things wrong with that. One is they're not going to understand you anyway. I mean, it's very rarely that you find a policeman that will be able to speak English really well, other than talking about Michael Rooney, you know, and football and things like this, because generally, you know, traffic police, and let's say they are actually in the cities or tourist areas, they're really not going to speak very good English.
Sorry, Cup? No.
I need
Yes.
Are you from
UK.
Ukraine?
Yeah.
UK and Kid ค่ะ
From Kippa?
ค่ะ
Huh?
UK and Kid ค่ะ
You know when you are.
When you
เรียนด้วยดิ
No. 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 Sorry.
บ้าฟุตบอล
No football.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
You get stopped, and then immediately you ask them for their ID. You know, they're asking you for your ID, and I don't think it's going to go down well. So really, I would take that with a pinch of salt. Now, it's slightly different if you get raided. You know, if you're in an apartment or whatever, and you know they're looking for illegal activity, then fair enough. You know, you're going to have to play it by ear. But really, so the second suggestion there is, during the search you have the right to record the whole process as long as you do not interfere with it. So i.e. what they're saying is, get out your camera phone and start recording because you can. And if the police find contraband, then obviously the video can be used against you as well. Now, if you've got nothing to hide, then fair enough. But I mean, if you get stopped and you think, oh, this isn't right, and you immediately start recording, and there's a language barrier as well, I mean, really, you're just antagonising the whole situation. Now, thirdly, and again, this made me laugh because it says here that you can ask the police officer to empty his shirt and trouser pockets to clear anything that may be hidden before the search begins. Now, again, we're down to the language barrier again, asking a policeman, can I see your ID, and also turn out your pockets because I don't trust you. It's like, well, I don't think that's ever going to happen. And obviously it says here that if the police officer refuses to empty the pockets, then you may have grounds for suspicion. Yeah, right, okay, it's never going to happen as far as I can tell. So the next one, number 4, the suggestion is, if the officer has found something that does not belong to you, do not touch it and do not admit the object is yours. So if possible, take a photograph of it and contact your family and close friends. And if you do not have the name of a criminal attorney, then ask your friends or family to locate one to help you. Fifthly, do not sign any documents. So if the police tell you you must sign, then please read it carefully. However, if it's in Thai, then do not trust them to translate it for you, because it probably will not be right. If the document is not accurate, then do not sign it. But you're not going to know that, because if you don't speak Thai fluently, then you're never going to know if it's right or not. Obviously, if you agree with the document, then it says here, initial every page, because they cannot then switch the pages over. So it's no good just signing the document. You have to initial every single page. Now, obviously, if there are, if you've done something naughty, then you warrant this arrest, then I've got no sympathy for you, because you're going to a foreign country where the laws are very strict, and if you are taking drugs into the country, then expect what you get, because to be fair, why do it? You wouldn't do it at home. Well, hopefully you wouldn't, but if you're going to take drugs into Thailand, then expect to go and visit the prison, because that is what will happen to foreigners, and even to the point of death penalty is imposed within Thailand. I just wanted to highlight that the advice that you see sometimes is not always correct, in the fact that it's not based on reality. What I would advise is to, obviously, when you watch the video, then you'll get a better idea of a actual stop. Now, you're going to pretty much guarantee that the majority of the time you're going to be let through with no fine or no, basically, if you're going to get stopped, you're probably going to get stopped for a license violation or a speeding violation, or some other violation to do with your vehicle. If you've got a hire car, then you should be okay. But if you're not going to take precautions and drive sensibly, then expect what you get, is what I will say. And if you're going to get fined for speeding, then just take it and just accept it, because it is a matter of if you've done something wrong, then just really expect your punishment, because that's what you deserve. And I know it sounds very hard, but the best thing is, don't do anything naughty. And even if you do get stopped, and it is a sort of a case where they're demanding money, then just pay it. It's only money. It's not worth getting into more trouble and making the fine larger. So really, well, in my case, it was a case of I had my wife with me, so it was okay, and we managed to negotiate to a smaller price. But it was still a fine. As far as I was aware, I hadn't done anything, so it was wrong in one way, but in another way, if you're going to drive in Thailand, you probably have to accept it, that you're going to get stopped and maybe have to pay a fine. That is it for today. I just wanted to highlight that article and sort of make a few points about it. Anyway, enjoy your day, and I'll catch you again. Bye for now.